Hey, welcome my loves. Bellmy Cherry here. Come on in. So happy to be in front of y'all once again reviewing this product here. We are gonna get right into it. This Simply Bella Coffee Time palette, face and eye palette. I was super excited about this palette when I last reviewed one of their eyeshadow palettes. I'll put the video up top for you guys to see. Came across this one and I know you guys are waiting to hear what I think about this. Packaging is stunning, it's rich, doesn't feel cheap at all, but the products though, do they deliver? So we now have both face. Excited to put some color onto this face. I come with it with foundation and everything. The main base is done. I just need to set with powder and bronze up, blushed up and everything. We're gonna use this side of the palette for that, and then on the eyes we're gonna use this eyeshadow side, which we have some very interesting like formulation happening in here. Okay, so let's get right into it. If you're interested in seeing the end result using this palette to finalize the look of the face, stay tuned and enjoy watching. You know what, let me go ahead and set my face first because I don't want anything to be creasing and running as I'm doing this. Let me go ahead and apply my Fenty Beauty onto the face, and we could be ready and, you know, ready to go. All right, so we're good. Let's get to the eyes and prime the eyelid, and we're ready to go. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to sit here. It's been raining all day. I don't know if we have another hurricane on the way or something, but it's been raining. All right, let me pull you guys closer. Lid is all primed, and we're gonna get down to it. Let's go into this palette. Now let's examine this palette real quick. Y'all already know which brand is known for creating these type of shadows. This feels like, I feel it's like a Vaseline with bubbles of eyeshadows, and once you swirl it in, it gives you some paste of some product. I don't know if it's drying, if it dries down on the eye, or if it stays like a glossy look. We're gonna test one of them out and see how that goes. Don't really care to use it, but for y'all to see, in order for you guys to know what these two shadows are about, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I'm mainly interesting in the regular shades, because the regular shimmers that they have here, like this one, the regular, you know, this I don't care for. It feels dry as a swatch. The regular shimmers on here are really pretty, beautiful, buttery, just as the other palettes that I've reviewed previously. But the other new ones, the ones that are looking funky and funny in here, something's off with them. But we're gonna go ahead and figure that out all together. Let's go into this shade Bomber. This palette does not have any names, but we're gonna go into this brownish orangey shade right here to set the lid, and I'm using a Morphe brush. There's no number on there, and we're gonna go ahead and see what these shades are about. Okay, we have a little bit of pigment, but could be me or the shadow. Let me set the lid with a powder so the shadow can glide through evenly. I'm still gonna go over this one because the base is wet, kind of sticky, so the shadow looks kind of funny, but let's give it another try. Okay, orangey is popping. I'm gonna put it all over the crease. How much was this palette for? I don't remember how much it was. I will put the price on the screen for y'all, or do check my last haul video, TJ Maxx, up top here, so y'all could get to see the price. Now, is it the best eyeshadow I've used? I don't believe so, but for the price, it may just be. The color is there. Not sure if it's the base, but we have a little issue on the skin happening on the lid. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it. It's not skipping, but it looks kind of like it's skin. I don't know. Well, let's finalize the things. It kind of stick onto the stickiness of the primer. That may be my fault. I tried it on this side. There's less patchiness happening on this side. It's much smoother on that side, but this side is looking a little funny. Pigmentation is there. Is it buttery and creamy? Nah, I don't feel like it is. But let's see. I like the color. Okay, let's go into a deeper brown. We're gonna use this brown over here to deepen the crease with a much smaller blended brush. Granted, there's no fallout as I applied it onto the lid, but there is kickback on the pen. I don't like this brush. Okay, I am really going in with this brown. It's not picking up as I expected, but it's showing a little bit. Let me go into this brown then, which is much deeper next to the black. Same brush. Yeah, it's there. Oof, that's nice. Maybe it was the color I chose. It's really there. Much creamier though. Going back with the first shade. Alrighty, trust the process. Now we created some depth. We have the transition shade, not my best, not the best that I've seen or tried. I want to go into the shimmers. There's so many different type of shimmers I really want to try here. Let's first go into the pasty one, and then Lord knows where we're gonna head after that. We're gonna try this one. Huda Beauty has these shades, you guys. I really don't care much for them from Huda Beauty, yet alone this brand, but there's like two of them on here. These two. One, let's swatch them up for you guys to see. The top one looks like this. The second one looks like this. So the top one and the second one. This is them. Now, do they dry down? Let's wait and see. And we'll figure out what needs to be done. If they don't, I'm most likely gonna set it with some other regular shimmer on here, and we'll call it a day. This is what it looks like on the brush. Okay. What in the world is happening? It's delivering. It's giving. It's giving, guys. It looks messy, but it's giving color though. It's giving brightness. It looks a little messy though. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. It's really pigmented. Let me go in with my finger. And it's giving that wet look. It's still not dry. It's still sticky on the back of my hand. It doesn't feel greasy, it's more sticky. So how do we go about this? How this is going to wear on the eye throughout the day? Let's go ahead and finish everything. We have these other shades, y'all, as well. This one is kind of dry and flaky. These marbly ones are very dry and flaky. And I'm really not here for them. They're really dry and flaky. Unlike the regular shades though, I wish there was a much lighter golden one in the regular shades. Oh, there is. This one though, it's thick, but it is creamy. Y'all see what I mean? It's creamy. I may just go over the lid with this because it's not drying down. It's very sticky. Let's go on the lid, on the outer part here with that. It is a great base to stick regular shadows to, but I really don't like the stickiness of it. So let's set it up with some other shades on here, and we'll call it a day. Let me go ahead, giving these shades the benefit of the doubt. The marbly ones, a try on the inner part of the lid. Oh my god, it's a mess. Since they're dry, maybe that stickiness can give them the moisture they need. This looks a mess. My lid is so sticky. I'm using this shade right here. It is a pretty color. Let's try it with a brush and somewhat um clean the side here a little. Yo, it is a pretty shade. Let's go back with the first shade to kind of clean things up a little. How do I feel? What do you guys think? What do y'all think? It's a struggle. I should have never used that pasty shade. That pasty shade is, never say never. I don't know. That pasty shade looks like a good base for these other dry ones. It just, as applying it, I guess it's best to apply it bare, not on top of a set eyelid, not on top of a, you know, the powdery feel of the lid. So it's best to apply it on a bare lid and then put the remaining products on top of them. And that's the only way I could think of it coming out much cleaner than it did like on the lid with the other products. But let's go ahead and focus on the lower lash line. Let's go ahead and use this brown. It's more like a burgundy brown. That one I just used. This one right here. With the same brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that to the side. Let's hop onto the face with these contour, bronzer, blushes, all that. Let me zoom out. Ugh. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and put some color onto the face with this other side of the palette. Bronzer and contour. So this side here, we have the highlights up top, blushes, contour, and bronzers at the bottom. Going into, with this brush, Real Technique, this is a bronzer brush. I want to use this shade right here. And even that one to bronze. Let's go on the bottom one. It feels and look a little grayish. This one right here, look at it on the brush. And it's very powdery. Let's tap some of that on the back of my hand. Go in. Let's see how that looks. This is it on the back of my hand. I don't know if y'all could see it. Let's go in directly onto the face. Do y'all see it? I see it. We're gonna set all the spot that I had my creamy contour. It does give us the shadow from the cool tone effect of it. So far, I'm not mad at it. It's not as gray and light as I thought it was gonna be. Upon swatching, it looks really gray, like it wouldn't really show on the skin, but it's there. And you know what's really interesting me right now is this shade right here. I do want to try it though. Let's go in with it. It's like this deep eggplant. Is it a blush? I don't know. Oh, wrong brush. Wrong brush. Do I want to try it? Let's leave that for another time. Let's go into this shade right here. This one and that one. This one is the same as the other palette that I have from them, and one of them may be a teensy bit darker than the other, but we're getting color from this. Is it the most creamy blush you've tried? I don't think so, but we're getting pigmentation. I'm taking it all the way up top to the side, stamping the product onto the skin. We might overdo it a little, that's okay. Okay. Ooh, I put too much on the nose. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, we have the color, we have the pigmentation is there. Let me brush off all this stuff under the eye. Let's go into this one right here, the lighter one. Let's see how that looks on the nose. Or two. It did something there. It's not too deep. That very light one though, right here, I want to put that on the nose. All right, it just has a little highlight. What do you think? What do I think? Full price of this product, not worth it. But if you do get it from TJ Maxx, you want to explore, this is a really pretty palette. The colors, the mattes on here are really pigmented. Some of them are more creamier than others. The shimmers, the regular shimmers on here are nice and buttery, like I showed y'all. And the other side of the face palette has color payout, but I noticed that you may want to apply this on top of a creamy blush or contour, whatever creamy product you may have to set it, but it's not one that's gonna give you a powwow, or the colors may not stay, because I feel like looking at my face right now, the shade had already, my blush had already disappeared. Look here, and what I just applied, I could have sworn I had a face full of blush like I want, like that. Now we're gonna settle things down a little bit, but I want that color to pop. The eyes, not the best. I feel like the other palette, maybe it's me, the other palette outside of these other mysterious shades could work, but I don't want, I'm not gonna venture into these shades on here. I don't like them. They're sticky on the lid. They most likely needs to be set, and as I'm looking right now, it looks like, is it creasing already? This eye may be creasing a little bit because I applied the other shade on top of that sticky product, but y'all see the pigmentation. It's the shimmers or shimmering. Maybe I could have used a different approach to start with the matte shades. I don't know, maybe here, maybe there. Let's just finish this face, call it a day. But you guys, I hope you guys somewhat have an idea of this palette. This could have been much better though. It could have been a teensy bit better, because the colors on here are so I'm not gonna say weird, but they're so different. and that's why I like this palette. I could use it once more using other looks, but it's not, may not be my favorite to grab. Looking at the top row here, we didn't use any of the shimmers. Let me go ahead and mist my face, set everything down, and we'll go on to the highlight. All right, let's give these shimmers a try. Pat down the face. Everything is looking nice and smooth. Blush is still there. I'm liking it. Let's go ahead and use this brush here to go on to this highlight. I really want to use the middle one right here, and I really hope it's not as chunky as just for y'all to see what I'm talking about. We're gonna try it. And we're gonna stop it right there. We're not gonna do anything more. Y'all see? And you guys see the chunks of it on the bristle. It is too chunky. It's too chunky. Let me just... We'll leave it like that. We're not gonna do anything else. I'm not gonna go into messing up this face anymore. Little by little, this lid is creasing on me. So what do you guys think? Let me go ahead and put my lashes on and my lips, and I'll be back. All right. It is over and done with. All right, guys, this is the end result. It's over with. I like the blush. I just really need to make sure I apply something much richer underneath, and for it to stay more. But we made it here. When they give you a sour ass lemon, you look for some sugar and you make lemonade with it, okay? Literally on the lid. Not sure if y'all are able to see it. Let me zoom y'all in. Hopefully it shows. This is, I'm just starting to see a whole bunch of black, like the product, the shadows breaking on the lid. So my skin is coming through. It's creasing like hell. I was looking out for this one, but this one low-key was just doing its thing. That shade is really not it, okay? This coronavirus looking like type of shadows. That's what it looks like. On the lips, I applied my Trends, I don't know, Date Night from Morphe, along with my Milani Secret Lippy. Somewhat picking up the pinkiness of the blush, and that burgundish brownish shade I applied on the lower lash line. So we're somewhat connecting everything, okay? Hope this look was satisfying. Hope you guys got what you need to hear coming across this palette. If you choose to have it, you can, because at TJ Maxx at that price, it's worth it. But going online, going crazy for it to trying to grab type of palette, this ain't it, okay? So y'all know here, let me know what you think in the comment below, how you feel of what y'all saw here, and if you choose to get it, let me know. If not, then let's all pass out together. I'm still gonna make some use out of it. I do have some creamy blushes that I can work the side. I really am going to use the side of the face, the palette. I really am going to use the face side of the palette, excluding the shimmers up top. But the other bubbly shadows and the marbly ones I'll never touch again. But I know deep down inside this palette, the regular shades, like I mentioned to y'all, are stunning. They swatch beautifully. They're buttery. I will exclude myself or exclude all these other finicky situation out of the palette, and then keep the basics that, you know, it really is where the beauty of the palette lies. None of the other ones help. I don't know if what that was supposed to help, but they didn't. All right, so I will, let me know if you want to see a swatch. Do we want to spend more energy around this palette? I don't know. I don't think so. But for y'all to see the difference of what I'm talking about with the shimmers or that bubbly one, if this was not enough for you, I don't know what else would be. But let me know in the comments below what y'all think, what y'all want me to do with this situation here for y'all, what else you want to see from it, and I'll, you know, obey. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this look. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.